Hey y'all, I am back with another YouTube video, and today I have a Galaxy full set nail tutorial, and I also just wanted to give you guys some advice and just talk about a couple things that I've been having going on as of recently. First, as always, I'll be placing a small bead of clear acrylic on my client's natural nail. I do this to prevent staining, and I had also learned in a class that, maybe you'll get like a bad batch of acrylic, or maybe like your monomer and your colored acrylic really doesn't go together too well. So just to prevent that, I know for a fact that my monomer and my clear acrylic together works perfectly and will not lift. So I like to place that clear base right there just to like give myself that protection. Like I know these nails aren't gonna lift. So when I'm placing my colored acrylic with these type of designs, I am doing this at random, and pretty much as you guys can see, I'm taking small beads and I'm randomly gonna place them going up towards her nail, and I'm slowly gonna add my other colors as well as my glitter with my stars in it. So next I'll be applying some glitter to the nail as well, and you guys can see that these beads are slightly wetter, and I'm really just letting the acrylic go wherever I would like it to go. I am doing this at random, and when I add my black and the stars, it's really just gonna pull the whole galaxy look together. So since some of my black acrylic did overlap my glitter, I'm simply just gonna go right back over the black with some more glitter. And guys, I really do recommend adding black when you do these styles, even if you decide to switch it up and do different colors, because that black plus the stars, it looks really good. The glitter acrylic that I'm currently using for this set will be in my upcoming collection when I drop my nail supply store. And you guys are going to see me kind of pick through it because I really wanted the stars and the glitter acrylic to show more than anything. So as you guys can see, the beads I am using are slightly liquidy, and I'm just allowing the acrylic to fall over the other colors. And like I said, if it goes over the glitter that I have applied, I'm just gonna go right back over with some more glitter because it looked good with the, I'm getting excited all over again, but it really looks good, like with the acrylic being on top of the glitter, and you can kind of see through it, but there's also some glitter on top. Like, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It look good. So as I am starting to approach my cuticle, I will start to use drier beads because of course I do not want my acrylic to overflow and touch my client's cuticle. I'll be placing my first bead where I know the tip starts, and after I place my bead, I'm going to make sure that the acrylic is staying on top of the nail as I'm slowly bringing the acrylic down and using the body of my brush to get it to be smooth. So you guys can see that I'm using my brush to constantly feather the acrylic down and make sure that the acrylic is also remaining in the same shape as my nail tip. Next, I will be placing my second bead, and for my second bead, I'm really trying not to wipe too much of the acrylic off because, of course, I want the nail to have a nice apex, so you guys can see that I'm still putting the acrylic on top of the nail before I start to feather the acrylic down and blend it into the rest of my clear acrylic. Next, for my cuticle bead, I will be placing it slightly away from my client's cuticle, and I'm going to push the acrylic upwards towards the cuticle area without touching it, and I'm making sure that it looks extremely natural, as if it's almost coming right out of her cuticle for real. Next, I will be applying one more bead in the apex area because after checking the sidewalls, I did feel like the nail wasn't thick enough. And these were, I believe, my first time using C-curve tips on extra long nails. And you guys see, like, I got my birthday nails and one of my nails is missing. Like, I see, don't come for me. I don't even know, like, what happened to that nail, honestly. Like, I don't even have an excuse to what happened. It probably got stuck in something. Like, I'm literally always getting my nails stuck in something, but that's not even the point. I will say one thing: when you are applying your acrylic to these tips, you do kind of want to be careful and just make sure that you're constantly checking the sidewalls, because I definitely noticed that you could really like mess up applying acrylic on these tips. I don't know what it is about it, but sometimes the top of the nail will come out thick, the bottom of the nail is skinny, like, and I've seen it on like other nail techs work and stuff like that, like where there'll be like a little dip in the middle of the nail, and it definitely happened to me my first time using these. So like I said, you just really do want to be careful and just make sure you check on the side wall and that the nail is structured properly. Guys, one thing I really do want to stress again is how important your liquid to powder ratio is. I really do feel like a lot of beginners tend to possibly overlook that, or, you know, forget to go over that. And I know for a fact that I did, honestly, until some months ago. And when I did go back over that, because I was wondering like why my beads never come out the same, it changed my application completely. So I highly do recommend just going back to the basics every once in a while, just to refresh your memory, because sometimes we need it. So of course, I'll be doing the same thing on the rest of her nails, and there was a couple things I did want to share with you guys, as I said earlier in the video. So the first and most important thing I did want to talk about is procrastination, because time goes by fast, and that's something that I really did have to tell myself. We're in March, and you've been talking about you've been wanting to start doing nails since like August. Why you ain't start yet? Time goes by so fast, y'all. Procrastination will literally be your worst enemy, because time is just gonna fly by and you're gonna sit there and wonder, why didn't you been start? Because you could have already been exactly where you wanted to be at if you would have started some months ago. And that's with anything. That's literally with anything, any goal that you are pushing towards. I'm saying this to pretty much let you guys know to go towards whatever it is that you want. And don't ask anybody for their opinion on it. You cannot ask certain people for their opinion. Like, you cannot ask someone who doesn't own a business for business advice. That just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't benefit you at all. because they're not going to see things from your perspective. And that's why I no longer like go to my friends or like talk to my friends or like my cousins or my mom or anything like that about like any business issue that I have, because you know they're not going to understand where I'm coming from because we're not both nail techs. Like, you may be able to relate to certain things that I'm saying. You may be able to understand where I'm coming from slightly, but you know, you won't be able to fully understand because you're not in my position. Therefore, I do not recommend you go and seek advice from those type of people. You know, it's not to be rude or anything. It's just, it's logical. You cannot go to people who won't understand exactly what you're talking about. And that's why I go to other nail techs. If I'm having any type of issue or if I really need an opinion, I'm gonna go to another nail tech that I feel like is gonna be able to connect with me and understand where I'm coming from, so that we can have a logical conversation without like you offending me or saying something out of line. Not technically out of line, but just out of ignorance because you weren't aware. So I really do recommend like finding a role model, and if they're okay with it, ask them questions. Y'all can ask me questions for all I care. Like, I do not mind. You guys know that my DMs are open. If you have any issues, any questions, I do respond to all of that. But I really do like recommend this because you will definitely see a change in how you view things. Just overall, like, you really do just have to be, you know, real cautious with, you know, your space and your mental health. Like, you know, it's a lot deeper like than what people make it seem. And I'm not just talking about nails, just overall, like, you really do just want to take care of yourself and make sure that you're not allowing anybody's negativity to affect your space. There are gonna be times, for whatever reason, people feel the need to DM you and try to tell you how you should regulate your business, and you just have to ignore it. Like, there's been times where I've gotten paragraphs from women really like coming out of line, like saying some real like crazy things to me. I guess trying to give me some type of business advice. I'm not sure why, because I haven't done anything to anybody. But, you know, things like that happen. People feel the need to type negative paragraphs. And I'm kind of at a point where, like, I can't read them. Like, once I know that, like, your paragraph isn't going to, like, benefit me, or, like, you're literally just being, like, ignorant towards my work or my content, or, like, you're not giving me criticism in, like, a nice way. Like, you could give criticism and not be disrespectful, like, but it's just how people come off. So you do really have to just learn how to just block that stuff out. Like, this is your world. Like, I kid you not, if you, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I block all that negativity out. This is my world. This is my space. I'm not gonna let anybody affect anything that I got going on at all. If I don't want it to exist in my world, it does not. That paragraph will get deleted, and I'm not going to respond, because it's like, if forever, you know, for whatever reason, you had some type of business advice to give me, like, we could talk about it. I mean, I really don't see the point of, like, you reaching out and doing something like that, unless like I might have said something that could have been offensive, or if I would have did something that was unprofessional, like in your opinion. Like, I wouldn't mind the criticism, but there's just a certain way you do it. So, and I'm saying this because when you're pretty much approaching it, like, you really have to just watch what you say, because you don't want to start any arguments. And for whatever reason, they more than likely didn't see any issue with anything that they said. And I know this may seem slightly off topic because I am doing nails, but these life lessons really do apply to anybody in any field. And I just feel like, why not talk about it? Like, people can be extremely rude, and I'm in a field where I often do have to deal with people. Like, I deal with people every day. I speak to people every day. So it's just something that I feel like should definitely be spoke about. Like, you really do have to learn to respond instead of reacting to what people say, because you reacting is only going to make them react, and that's just going to start unnecessary issues that you don't need for your business. Also, so I'm hearing like an Amazon haul / like where to start with like beginner products, like all of that type of stuff. I'm really planning on doing a video like that in about 2 weeks. So let me know if you guys are interested, because I really have been wanting to do like this whole Amazon haul thing, but like I just never got around to it. But I'm really excited about a video like that. Like, I really do think that you guys will enjoy it, especially if you do not want to buy a kit and you would just rather just buy all the items yourself. So now I am beginning to debulk her nails and seal her cuticles, and this video is a couple weeks old, like I said, but my drill recently broke, like literally 2 days ago, and I had to cancel my appointments because 1, I didn't have a backup drill, and 2, the nail supply store was closed. Oh my god, y'all, I was so upset. Like, literally I have no idea what happened to it, and I had this drill for a few months, and I probably spent like 50 bucks on it, and it literally like just won't twist anymore. Like, what it's doing now, it don't do that. It don't move. It doesn't do any of that. But back to me sealing the cuticle. You guys can see that I am just slowly going over her cuticle area, and I did leave this in real time because I really just wanted you guys to see how careful I am being and how slow the bit is moving. I don't know what number level I had the nail drill on, which I would definitely start telling you guys, because like, you really don't need to use these at a really fast pace, because like I said in other videos, it's gonna do all of the work for you. So normally when I'm doing nails, my application comes out pretty smooth. So instead of using my e-file on the entire nail, I like to use my hand file on the rest of her nail after I seal the cuticle. Unless I really do feel the need to debulk the nail with the e-file, but for the most part, I really prefer to use my 80 grit hand file. So since I am using an 80 grit file, it is a very rough grit file. So after I'm finished doing this to the nails, I will have to go back over this with a buffer so that when I'm applying my gel top coat, it lays down very smoothly and you can't see any harsh lines throughout the acrylic. Also, I was telling y'all about how I kind of felt like the bottom of the nails may appear to be a little thicker sometimes, so I did use my e-file once again to just debulk that real quickly. So guys, this is all that I have for you guys today. I will be linking everything I used in this video, including all of the colors I used. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video.